So this is Debbie from Pilates in Bridgewater, and I'm going to give you some exercises for golfers. So I'm just going to move you around a little bit so we haven't got so much stuff in the way. So these are exercises for golfers. When you're doing warm-up, you use your quads and your hamstrings quite a lot with the golfing downswing and upswing. They can be static and they can be dynamic as well. We use a lot of rotation in the body and a lot of tension in the shoulders as well. So we're going to just start off with just some simple rotations. I do these in my class all the time. Press your feet firmly down into the floor. Bring your elbows up as high as you can and get them going all the way around. And you really want to open up those shoulders, get a good range of movement in those shoulder joints, really rolling through. And just sort of 3 to 5 times would be fine. I'm going to do 3 here, then we go in the other direction. We go all the way up and around, and we'll do that again, up and around, and we'll do one more. Lovely. Okay, that's great. And now the other thing is that the shoulders, quite often we carry a lot of tension in our shoulders, so just let your hands hang down, let the shoulders go right up, and then instead of taking them, drawing your shoulders backwards, what I want you to do is just let your shoulders sink down so you can feel them being anchored around your sides. And again, take those shoulders up, and you've got the serratus, which is a muscle around your rib cage, which is going to anchor and keep your shoulders under control, which is going to help you get a little bit more movement, controlled movement in that range of movement. Take the shoulders up and then come back down again. Okay, then we pick up the golf club and we can just start using that as a balancing for a squat. Okay, so you're going to stick your bottom out as you take the arm forward. So we've got a bit of reach to extend here, a bit of reach to extend as we're going forward. And we're just going to do about 5 of these. If you find it a problem with having that in front of you, you can use the weight, the golf as a sort of an anchor, if you like, and press down and come back up, but come all the way up. When you sit back, sit your bottom right back, and then when you come up, squeeze and open through your hip flexors. Otherwise, tight hip flexors will keep you bent over all the time. As golfers, you're already in a little bit of a bent over position, so we want to open these out as much as we can. Let's do one more. Okay, then we can come up and we're going to take the golf club. The shoulders need to be anchored back and down, because if you're going to rotate like this, it's going to reduce your range of movement. So keep those shoulders down. Take a deep breath in and exhale as you rotate to one side. Come back in again and we'll rotate to the other side. And then we'll come back in again and we'll rotate to one side. And we'll come back in again, staying as tall as you can. And again, the other side. And we've got one more. Lovely. Each way, so you'll find a little bit of a torquing through the legs, and then you're going to bring the hands up and down. So we're starting to get into those shoulders now, so this is kind of preparation. We've got 2 more. Okay, and then from this one, I want you to take that golf club behind you if you can, and then all the way forward, and then behind you and forward. Keep those abdominals in, so you keep those glutes activating, otherwise the loading is on the stomach. We're going forward and backwards. Then if you can, you stay here, and if not, you'll stay here if you can't get your hands behind you. Take a deep breath in and rotate again a bit more. So now we're rotating, keeping those shoulders back, which is a really good movement. And if you've got those arms in front of you, you'll just be trying to keep those elbows back, so that you get that sort of range of movement, and keep those shoulders down. Same thing. Lovely. One more. Okay, and now you can go onto the side. So we've got a little bit of lateral flexion, trunk rotation. So you can sort of reach over to the side and then come back in again, and reach over to the side and come back in again. Okay, we're going to do 3 on one side. I'm going to do 3 on the other, because then I'm going to show you a progression. And you just really try and pull out. Your anchoring point is your foot, your hand is your stretching point. The hand is the stretching point. And what you can do as well is take the golf club up, and this is a little bit stronger, leaning over, but making sure the head is in between both arms. Deepen the muscles on the side there and pull your body back up again, and do it the other way. The way the body will cheat here, it will want you to bend forward, backwards, or stick your belly out. So make sure you're not reaching forward when you do this, or leaning backwards and poking the belly out. Keep the body upright, and it is a sideways or lateral bend. Sideways or lateral bend. Okay. One of the other things that you can do is stretching your calf muscles, and we just stick the bottom out here. Stick the bottom out. Try and make sure that you feel that all the way up the back of the legs. This is where you should be feeling it. all the way at the back of the legs there, and you can even bend and then push out, and bend and then push out. So I'm giving you 8 exercises all together. Straighten out as much as you can, and then hold and really stick your bottom up, and you're going to find, again, the fixed point is the feet going right up into the bottom, and then we're going to come back up. And another one that was helpful is the hips. So again, you can use this as balance. You take your leg up here and you sit back, and you're going to feel this in your hip here. The more you've got the leg across here, the more you're going to feel it. And come up again, and come down again, and then come up again, and then come down again. And then you can do 2 or 3 and then just stay there and hold it. They say anything less than a minute, the recent studies have shown anything less than a minute in stretching terms is not sort of beneficial. So whether you use these as kind of warm-up movements, and again opening out, and notice the different sensations in your pelvis. Is one side stickier than the other? And again, you can just hold here and just to open out that hip. As you feel it start to go, you can go a little bit more if your leg's standing. Okay, and then the final one that I've got for you is a wrist strengthener. You can get golfer's elbow when the wrists aren't really strong enough and you get that referred pain back up into the elbow. So from there, just dropping the golf club. So from the side, nice and tall, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, and the other way, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Okay, hope that was useful to you guys. So about 8 exercises there that you can do, from basic things like moving the shoulders and shoulder shrugs, to taking the hands up, some rotation for the rotation that you do in your sport, and then legs and quads as well. Have a good day, everybody. Have a good game.